Could wind up being called Teen Monster. An absolutely disturbing video has surfaced of Janelle Evans beating another girl with her fist, and I do mean beating. And this isn't the first time a Teen Mom star has been arrested for disturbing violence. Well, Showbiz Tonight can tell you once again, serious doubts were raised today about whether these Teen Mom shows should even be on the air. Brooke, you've been doing some digging on this all day long. What do you have?
Well, AJ, it gets even worse. Today, we learned that Janelle Evans was arrested in North Carolina, and I have the police report right here. The fight she's been charged with is really brutal stuff. Last week, TMZ posted the really violent clip of Janelle's fight, which was not featured on Teen Mom 2. In the video, we see Janelle punching a girl in the face, then jumping on top of her and wailing on her, even though it's clear that the girl cannot fight back. And get this, the whole time, a crowd is cheering Janelle on. It is really despicable. Well, now that she is arrested, here are the charges that she faces. Simple assault and something called simple affray. Both charges are misdemeanors. But wait, there is more. Janelle's fight was reportedly triggered by an argument over her on-again, off-again boyfriend, Kiefer Delp, who's also been featured on Teen Mom 2. He has also just been arrested on cocaine charges. Classy folks. AJ, what a mess.
Oh, my God, what an incredible mess, Brooke. I want to bring in Sonny Hostin. Sonny's a legal contributor for In Session on our sister network, True TV. First of all, you got to tell me what the heck simple affray is, Sonny. And also, you have the police report right here. I know you've been studying it. How much trouble is this teen mom in?
Well, simple affray is a public fight that has other people watching and other people sort of fearful. And I saw the video, and that is a perfect charge for something like that. But these are two misdemeanors. Each misdemeanor could land her in jail for 6 months, so 1 year in total. But in any event, a criminal case is serious for anyone, even though the punishment is only perhaps 1 year. This is something that if I were her attorney, I would ask her to plead out, possibly get some sort of anger management. But let's face it, she's a teen mom. She has a child to think about.
Yeah.
What does that do for her custody?
And there's no hiding from the charges here. I mean, she was pummeling this other woman.
The evidence is there.
It was really disgusting. This whole brutal assault that Janelle was arrested for wasn't featured on Teen Mom 2. But look, we've seen plenty of examples of Janelle's explosive temper on the show, like the time that she completely lost it and she threatened her own mom after her mom filed for custody of Janelle's baby boy. Watch this.
Get out of my face!
My house, Janelle. You know
I don't give a flying if it's your house.
Well, guess what? You know why I did this? One reason? To get you out of my house so you can't touch this baby.
Do you know I can punch you in your face right now? I swear to God I'm about to, Mom. I swear to God. You better back the up and get the inside the house.
Stop.
Get inside the house.
If you hit me, you're going to go to jail.
Get inside the house before I spit in your face.
Don't you know?
Get inside the house.
I warned you.
I don't get any.
Holy moly. I mean, obviously, it's really disturbing stuff. Janelle's mom now actually has custody of her little boy. I'm hoping she keeps her voice down a bit. Janelle is also facing previous charges for marijuana possession and breaking and entering. I can't imagine her getting her boy back anytime soon. Sonny, a lot of people say this whole show is outrageous exploitation. I have a hard time disagreeing with that. What about you?
I'm just so floored by what I just said. Since I'm a mom and I could never even speak to my mother like that, and I'm
and again, this
older,
mom now has custody.
Has custody. Well, I think it certainly goes to show you that perhaps she may have struck this child. Perhaps she may have struck her mother because she was so aggressive towards her mother. And now we have the fact that she's fighting with someone. I think it certainly does glorify this kind of behavior. I mean, she's on television. She's become somewhat of a celebrity. They've been on the cover of People magazine and Us Weekly and that sort of thing. So what good comes out of this? This isn't a good thing.
No.
So I think people really need to understand that this teen pregnancy, being a teen mother, is not an easy thing. I've mentioned to you many times, my mother was a teen mother. It was not easy for us. I mean, why are we glorifying this type of, this life?
And if the kids are already troubled, obviously the added celebrity pressures just feeds right into that. I want to go to E's chief news correspondent, Ken Baker, joining us from Hollywood right now. Ken, how could this not be seen as exploitation? Find a way for me here.
Well, it's supposedly a reality show. It's documenting the reality of the lives of these young women and their families as they try to do something that, as was just pointed out, is immensely difficult. A lot of people want to criticize these shows and say, oh, it's exploitation, they're glorifying, they're glamorizing. What are they glorifying? What are they glamorizing? This is the harsh reality of what happens at reality, okay? There's a lot of flack that these shows get for saying that people say, oh, they're not reality, they're all scripted. Well, look it. This is a dose of reality. Now, people are uncomfortable. I guarantee you there's a lot of people watching this right now who've seen something like that play out or know someone who's been in similar situations. This is reality, and if we're documenting it, then it's warts and all.
Well, yes, that is what they're claiming as well. And it's not the first time, by the way, a Teen Mom star has been accused of assault. Amber Portwood, you remember that name? She was recently charged with beating her baby's father after this disturbing video was shown on Teen Mom. Let's roll that.
I tell you something, you don't talk to my damn dad like that. You hear me? You apologize to him.
Amber,
no. You apologize him right now.
Yeah, Ken, I don't think you can ignore that reality TV shows tend to complicate the lives of their stars. But with all of these arrests, it seems to me that the problems appear to be even worse with the girls featured on Teen Mom. Don't you agree?
Well, it may be. I mean, of course, I'm not a social scientist, but I would say this. I would say that I don't see a lot of glamorization. What I see here is that if there's any promotional campaign for abstinence or for not having babies as a teenager, this is it. I mean, this is all these advocates need is just say, look, this is what happens. This is how horrible it can get. So I think that it can actually have an educational benefit. I think where it crosses the line was, say, that video that we saw of Janelle Evans, if that was being produced in the show to entertain us in some way, then that would be stepping over the line. But let's be very clear. This is video that was sold through a paparazzi agency. It was posted on some websites. It's a much different situation than actually MTV producing this and putting it out there.
And tons of people are watching the show. It's so popular. Last Tuesday's episode, 4.4 million viewers. And the girls on Teen Mom, they're reportedly making around 60 grand a season. Unbelievable. MTV had no comment. We asked them today about Janelle's new assault charges. In the past, they say they've been documenting how hard it is to be a parent. That doesn't, to me, really answer the question of why MTV should be making stars out of these clearly troubled